So now let's do an example of paired sample t-test. So switching to Excel here, opening a new sheet. So again, when we look at the two sample tests summarized, and for the summarized version, we have to enter the average difference and the standard deviation of the difference. Okay, so basically it looks like this. So yeah, we don't have to enter those, so it will be calculated by what we need to have a cell range which includes those differences. Okay, so when we check the other version with the unsummarized data, and when we have to just have one column with the first measurement, another column with the second measurement. So let's just enter these values we have. Okay, the complaints from these clerks before the training program, and complaints again after the training program. So if we just actually construct another column here with the differences, say 4 minus 6, and then we could use the summarized version. So it's better now, since we have those numbers, we can use the unsummarized version of the paired t-test. So hypothesized difference is 0. And remember that this time we had changed the alpha to 0, 0, 1. Population sample 1, I just highlight that. Sample 2, just highlight that. And I don't have labels, so I just undo that. And it's a two-tail test. So, and we here, we have the t-test statistic, 166, standard error. So let's see how these are calculated. Okay, the D bar. So first, actually, it's in this situation, PhStat creates another calculation place. So you can go to that calculation sheet. So this calculation sheet calculates the differences. And here, notice it calculates the differences by A2 minus B2. Okay, A3 minus. So it calculates the differences by first minus second. And you can do it the other way, 2 minus 1, but you have to be careful in how you formulate those one-tail hypotheses. Okay. The differences this time are 1 minus 2, and their squares are given here. Okay. And the average of those are given here. So in this cell, the average of PT calc C by C, it's the average of these, basically. Okay. And degrees of freedom, sample size, which is again found by count function, and PT calcs is that calculation sheet. Okay, and the standard error, square root of the sum of the squares divided by B10, okay, which is degrees of freedom. Again, that is the D column of the PT calcs, which is DI minus D bar squared. So average of these D difference values, and subtract each difference from the average and square it. Okay, so, and that calculates SD and standard error and t-test statistic, basically. And using the T inverse 2T function, okay, and it can get us the critical value. And since the critical values actually 165 is inside the not reject region, so the conclusion is not reject. So the complaints, number of complaints before the training and after the training, they are the same, and we don't have enough reason to reject this null hypothesis. And the p-value is given here again using the tdist2t function. Okay, so that is how we get how we can use the PhStat for paired sample t-test.